Hi everybody, welcome to Kia St. Catharines. My name is Jay, I'm a sales consultant here. Right now today we have this beautiful red K4 EX trim ready for a test drive and walkthrough. So let's go. Now, I know it's winter time, so it's very cold outside. So the wonderful things about this beautiful K4 EX is that you have heated steering and heated seats at the convenience of your push. Your passenger also gets heated seats as well, so the steering wheel is nice and warm and your butt is also nice and warm. On top of that, you also get remote start with the vehicle, so you don't have to wait too long for your car to get up. And this vehicle is equipped with Kia's new infotainment system, where you can actually use Kia Connect to connect to your phone, and you'll be able to take care of all those things within the car itself. Now, wonderful thing about the new K4 is because of the upgraded infotainment system from the Forte is that most of the things are integrated with your phone as well. For example, we have this map button right here. If you actually click it, it'll go into the phone and you'll be able to just absolutely use anything from your phone's apps and everything else. So we actually go to phone protection here. It'll say add. And the best part is you can actually
Bluetooth on
add
your
it.
mobile device in order to search.
You can add it with
Select the name that matches vehicle name on the screen.
You can actually add it with Bluetooth, and it's not, you don't have to worry about cables anymore. The K4 is completely wireless. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect my phone right now. All you have to do is click on that one screen there. Just have to hit the correct passkey in the pair and just follow the prompts on your phone. And just like that, we have our phone projected onto the screen. We can use our maps, whatever what map app you prefer. You can use Google Maps, you can use Waze, you can use Apple Maps. Again, if you're Android, obviously you're probably going to be using Google or Apple Maps like this, and then it'll just show up on the whole screen right there. If you're using Google Maps like myself, then it'll just show up when it does. You have your streaming music. If you use Spotify, it'll show up like this. If you have your Apple Music, it'll show like that. And then everything else is here. All your apps are there, and you're pretty much set and ready to go. Now you can always come back to home and you'll have all your apps here as well, and then you'll be able to go. And you also have wireless charging for your phone. So in the beauty of the K4, no more wires. It's all wireless. You don't have to worry about any kind of wires and whatnot. So I'll go over some of the features of the car as well. In this, we have a nice leather wrapped steering wheel with great accents on the dashboard. And we also have this nice plastic material to give it that luxury type feeling. We also have this nice cloth material on the sides of the door. The seats are nice and cushy, so it's obviously good for a long time cruise. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic, so you can move it up and down. You also have your drive mode selector, adaptive cruise control, and everything else in between it as well. You also have your different modes, and your hands-free wireless controls are all here. Your volume controls are also here, and your track and next track. Obviously, you have your nice turn stalks. They feel very good and tactile. All the climate controls are physical buttons, which is very nice. I really don't like touchscreen buttons, but having all these physical buttons are great. And they also come with little LEDs to indicate what kind of thing you're using. So if you're going into heat, you can see that there. AC is on, recirculate, whatever mode you pick, the rear and front defrosters, and then the fan speed is also there as well. Your volume control is nice and steady in the middle here. And then you also have home map search. You hit search, you can see anything about your car. You can search up your contacts, you can search up things about the car, whatever you prefer, and you're all good there. The media is obviously whatever you're listening to. And then you also have your favorites button. You can put it to any of these different settings, and then setup is to change anything with the car. With all that being said, I think we're ready for a drive. Enough of my boring talk. The K4 does come with manual seats, but I honestly prefer manual seats. I think it's a lot more comfortable that way. And a lot of people might think like this is just a bigger version of the Forte, and inherently that's not true, but it also is true at the same time, because at the end of the day, the K4 is... Wait, did you get a plate?
I was gonna say, did we get a plate?
I don't think we got a plate.
We didn't get a plate.
No, we didn't get a plate. Go get a plate. So the backup camera is very high quality and very high resolution. Even in a mid-trim level model, you can absolutely see everything that you need to in the vehicle. and I think it works out wonders for that. Now, for all my adrenaline loving junkies, obviously it's a Kia, so you can't put it into the gear shifting mode, and then obviously you can't put it in sport. So you're absolutely able to put it in sport. You can change the gears, make you feel like you're driving a manual again. But with all that being said, you know, be safe. It doesn't have the paddle shifters that does come on the GT Line Limited, but however, you still get your nice little shifters on the EX model of the K4. Still has a lot of pep for what it is. Handling wise, nice and smooth. Look at the corners. Oh yeah, it feels pretty good. And the wonderful thing I'd love to show everybody is that this car has adaptive cruise control for a car under $30,000, because it's sitting at about $26,495 MSRP in this model shown. You get adaptive cruise control, and now everyone's like, oh, but every car has that. Yes, they do, but not under $30,000. So if I activate the settings here, we're gonna set the distance to 2. We're gonna increase the speed to 100 kilometers an hour, and I'm gonna put on active steering, and voila. I am now just cruising. I have no hands on my wheel, just keeping my eyes up, and I'm just smoothly cruising along. Like, no need to worry about anything. This is the benefit of having highway driving assist. So now I can go on to relax and think about my day and think about what I want to do, because the car will handle most of the things on cruising. But don't fall asleep. You're not allowed to fall asleep. Most cruise controls obviously just keep the speed, and then you gotta always adjust. This helps you like keep your mind off things, and a lot of people have been skeptical about it, and myself included, until I actually tried it out. Once I tried out Kia's self-driving system, I think I'm fairly confident, and I'm fairly happy with how they've done it and how they performed it. If you put your foot on the gas, you'll absolutely take control. Put your foot on the brake, the cruise control behaves like any other. It'll just activate it whatsoever. But yeah, it does a pretty good job of taking care of things. Doesn't have automatic lane change though, so if I wanted to lane change it, I'd have to do it yourself. Now we got a curvy road up ahead of us. It's on a bridge. We're on the next Skyway, and I am not going to do anything with the car, and it'll learn, because it learns the curvature of the lanes as well. So you gotta just sit back, relax, just keep an eye out for your mirrors, look ahead in front of you. Just like that, we've completed the turn. This 2-liter engine is gasoline powered. It is mated with a CVT transmission. I believe it is 8-speed, but that goes out for a very smooth experience of driving. So yeah, the K4 sits up pretty high for a car like this as well. So you don't actually have a lot of blind spots too. You do have a small blind spot in the A-pillar here. However, it's not the end of the world. It's not game changing. It's not life-threatening in any way. You can still see across it, like you can kind of move your head around and you'll be able to see it. The other big thing is like rear blind spots. Rear visibility is good, even with like 3 seats in the back. And then you have side views, it's good. You don't have much of a blind spot, and if you do, there's still blind spot monitoring, for example. So I have blind spot monitoring on the settings of the dash right now. And if I go anywhere close with the car in my blind spot, it'll alert me and it'll tell me that it inserted somewhat in my blind spot. Like this, for example, right here, the little red arrows, basically telling me, hey, there's a car in your blind spot, just be careful. But yeah, overall, the car is very smooth, feels very good to drive. I think if you're looking for a first-time car, this is a wonderful car to get. Very cheap, it's very economical, it's very practical. The features make sense, it's not going to overload you with anything. The EX trim in particular has everything you need, but it doesn't leave you wanting more. If you're really pushing for the other bells and whistles, then absolutely, there's an EX Plus with a sunroof, and it comes with ventilated seats. But if you're quite happy with a heated steering wheel, remote start, and a lot of other things for a good value, the EX is perfect. If you're looking for something even cheaper, we do have the base model available, the LX, which gives you even more value for what it is. That one starts under $25,000 MSRP.
And after 15 minutes on the road, we decided to head back to the dealership. The 2025 K4 is the perfect economy car for anyone looking for a sporty style with smooth driving experience. The EX model in particular definitely has enough features to leave nothing more desired. It's smooth, comfortable, and overall a great ride.
I'm still loving this look of this backup camera. It's so high quality, like you can really see everything. You can even read what that says. Except it's backwards in mirror, so I can't really read it. All right, thanks for joining us on our test drive today. Hopefully you learned something, and if you have any other questions and if you'd like to purchase one, come down to Kia's in Catharines. We're open Monday to Saturday, 9 to 5 on the weekends, and 9 to 8 on the weekdays. Cheers.